With the Goan glove equipped, Mika senses power within. Before she can truly put it to use, a masked man standing on a cliff introduces himself as Shah, a necromancer. He offers Mika the chance to surrender the gauntlet and the lives of her entire tribe to his cause. When asking what that cause entails, he explains his desire to put the whole world to rest using his Goan warhammer, combined with the power of ancient Goan temple hidden in the snow. Respectfully declining, both chieftains turn to their troops to prepare for battle.
Cut through those zombies and protect the villagers!
You only delay your death. Find her and bring me that gauntlet!
Ready and able! On my way! I can fight too! Enemy contact! I can fight too! I can fight too! Enemy contact! I can fight too! I can fight enemy contact! Loud and clear! Enemy contact! Enemy contact! On my way! Enemy contact! Enemy contact! Enemy contact! Loud and clear! Moving out! Enemy contact! On my way! There's an abandoned village nearby. We will set up a base there by repairing and upgrading the settlement. Kill any scouts so they can't reveal our location.
What you need?
And do not get too close to his base. Loud and clear. Recruit some archers. Their arrows are great for silencing any fleeing enemies. Ready and able. Enemy contact.
Eyes open! Weapon ready!
Where does it hurt? Balance in everything.
Point to enemy, we smash!
What need mending?
Eyes open! Weapon ready! Moving!
You have work? Time to work! Enemy contact!
What needs crushing?
You have my attention. We stand united! What you need? You have work? What you need? You have work? Enemy contact! What you need? On my way. You have work? Ready and able. Moving out. Enemy contact!
What needs crushing?
What you need? We stand united! You have work?
Point to enemy.
I have a plan
we
for new
smash.
troops.
Point
We
to
will need
enemy.
wild
we
beasts.
smash.
A warrior riding a triceratops would crush enemies with ease. Find a triceratops and lure it to the flagged area east of our base. Ready and able. I will use the gauntlet to tame it and move it into the stables. What you need? Ready and able. You have work? contact!
Eyes open. Weapon ready.
Enemy contact! Enemy contact!
Point to enemy. We smash.
For man and beast, I lead. Enemy contact! We stand united! What you need? You have work? Where does it hurt?
Eyes open. Weapon ready. I'll get muscles like
Enemy
these.
contact!
Bench press T-Rex, of course.
You have my attention. Ready and able. You have work? Ready and able. You have work? Ready and able. Enemy contact.
What needs crushing? Eyes open. Weapon ready.
What need mending? What you need? Enemy contact. Enemy contact. Show them our strength. We must move. Enemy contact. Enemy contact. Balance in everything. You have work?
Point to enemy. We smash.
What you need? You have work?
Eyes open. Weapon ready.
What you need?
Point to enemy. We smash.
Enemy contact! Where does it hurt? You have work?
Eyes open. Weapon ready.
Ready and able. Ready and able. For man and beast, I lead. Enemy contact. Balance in enemy contact. What you need? I will fill
Enemy
basket.
contact!
You have my attention. You have work? What need mending? Ready and able. For man and beast, I lead. Let us hunt. Ready and able.
Enemy contact! We stand united! New frontiers await. Let us hunt! Enemy contact!
What you need?
Enemy contact!
Have my attention.
I have squat many moves in time. Enemy contact! Enemy contact!
Ready and able.
Balance in everything. Enemy contact!
You have my attention.
Track and track.
What need mending? When will I get paid for work? On my way. What you need?
Enemy contact!
What you need? Materials incoming.
and able. Ready and able. You have work? We stand united! We must move.
Eyes open. Weapon ready.
Where does it hurt? Enemy contact!
What needs crushing?
What you need? When will I get paid for work?
Enemy contact!
You have work?
For man and beast, I lead. New frontiers await.
What needs crushing?
Finding subjects.
I'll get muscles like these. Bench press T-Rex.
Enemy contact!
You have my attention.
Moving!
Enemy contact!
We can now train Triceratop riders from our stables. This valley is also home to saber-toothed tigers. We can combine their speed with archery into a very strong unit. Find a wild saber-tooth near its den and lure it to the flagged pen. What you need? The speed of Triceratop riders matches that of a saber-toothed
Ready
tiger.
and able.
They will make excellent bait.
You have work?
Eyes open. Weapon ready.
Enemy contact!
Where does it hurt? What need mending?
Point to enemy. Point to enemy. We smash.
Enemy
We smash.
contact!
I used to think Hippocratic Oath was a thing.
Stand united!
You have my attention.
We march. What needs crushing?
Ready and able.
Eyes open. Weapon
Enemy
ready.
contact! We must move. Tear them apart! Enemy contact!
What you need? On my way. Ready and able.
We cannot construct any more of these buildings. Enemy contact.
What do you need?
Enemy contact.
Eyes open. Weapon ready.
When will I get paid for work? What do you need?
Enemy contact. Frontiers await.
You have work?
We cannot construct any more of these buildings. Enemy contact. Enemy contact.
Ready and able. Materials incoming.
Enemy contact.
You have work?
Enemy contact.
What you need?
Enemy contact. Enemy contact. I had to squat many moons to get thighs like these.
What you need?
Balance in everything. New frontiers await. Let us hunt. New frontiers await. Enemy contact. Let us hunt. I had to squat many moons to get thighs like enemy contact.
It seems Sabretooth prefer a female
We
touch.
must move.
How cute.
Keep a
One
lookout.
more beast lives in this region. A very aggressive T-Rex that could destroy an entire base with ease. You can draw him out by gathering Goen power, by capturing shrines, or building Goen totems.
Enemy contact.
For good measure, we should try to lure him near a shrine to try and tame him.
Enough! Find her myself. Get from us! Move out!
It seems our enemy is done sending scouts. And we are done hiding. Prepare to attack!
Enemy contact. Enemy contact. Let us hunt. We must move. New frontiers await. Loyalty and honor.
Point to enemy, we smash.
What you need?
Stand united! We must move. Enemy
What
contact!
needs crushing?
Enemy contact! Enemy contact! Enemy contact! For man and beast, I lead. Enemy contact! For the Wildlanders! Let us hunt!
Ready and able. You have my attention.
Enemy contact!
Moving out.
Enemy contact! Enemy contact! Enemy contact!
The glowing power has drawn the T-Rex out. He is to the southeast. Lure him to the glowing shrine.
Enemy contact!
This will be easy for our saber-toothed archers.
Enemy contact!
Ready and able.
Enemy contact!
Point to enemy, we smash.
Enemy contact! Enemy contact! Enemy contact!
Where does it hurt?
Enemy contact! 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 Enemy contact!
The T-Rex is
Enemy
ours.
contact.
Unleash him on our enemies.
Enemy contact! Enemy contact! Enemy contact! Enemy contact! Enemy contact! Enemy contact! Heading out!
What need mending?
Enemy contact!
Where does it hurt?
Enemy contact! Enemy contact!
Balance in everything.
Enemy contact! Enemy contact! Enemy contact! Enemy contact!
You have work?
Enemy contact! contact! Enemy contact!
You have my attention.
Enemy contact! 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 Enemy contact!
Where does
Enemy
it hurt?
contact! Enemy 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 contact!
Eyes open. Weapon ready. There are more god temples and artifacts in this world. I will no longer waste time on this one. Retreat!
Gather everyone and follow their tracks. We cannot let that madman end all life in the world. I worry about those other temples and artifacts he spoke of. There might be other dangerous people looking for them.